What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the vlog. It's Salazar the 16th. We're here in the apartment. For the more astute of you, you know that I did not upload at all this weekend. I took the weekend off. I sat around the house and relaxed. We had some company over, little doggy play date. It was a great time. However, I also worked this weekend, which is why I didn't upload. When I got home, I was just so exhausted I didn't want to do anything. And I mean anything. I just couldn't stand to really... Basically, I sat on the couch and watched TV. That's it. I got home and I was just so drained, I just kind of gave up for the day, you know? It's Monday, the 20th. Monday, August 20th. 9:30 in the morning. Because I had to take wifey into work. And basically today, the plan is to dig into the Jeep. And by dig into, I mean tear it apart and fix it. I have today and tomorrow off, so hopefully by start of work Wednesday, the Jeep will be good. Today I'm planning on replacing the transmission pan gasket. I'm going to clean off all the sludge off the bottom of the trans, and I'm going to clean out the transmission pan. I'm going to be looking for metal shavings, debris, anything that could have caused an issue, and also just a general health check of the trans. You can tell a lot from the you can tell a lot about the transmission from the fluid. For instance, if you find a lot of metal, you're killing your gears. Going off of what we did, you know, cross-country trip with the trailer up and down a mountain twice, I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of wear and tear. Not to mention, I don't know when the last time that trans was even touched. The person we bought it from was not a mechanic type person. They don't know much about cars, such as servicing intervals, anything like that. Plus, they bought it from somebody else who also didn't know much about it, and so on. I'm like the 10th or 11th owner, so it's still need to do the oil change, because at this point I don't care about engine oil if the trans don't run, or trans doesn't do its job. I plan on doing that once I fix the trans. If I can't narrow the leak down to anywhere. So right now, the trans has too much fluid in it, because I wasn't paying attention and just kind of dumped a bunch of fluid in it to put it up on the trailer to get it back from SeaTac, or Seattle. We weren't at the airport, I just to get it back from Seattle. We dumped a bunch of fluid in it, started up, threw it up on the trailer as quick as I could, because I didn't know how long that fluid would stay in. Keep in mind, this is the same trans that was pouring fluid out quicker than I could pour it in half an hour before. So I'm like, okay, dump it in, get in the car, quickly get it up onto the trailer. That was the thought process. We get it up on the trailer, get it all the way back here, get it unloaded. When I unloaded it, it hardly leaked at all. I'm like, oh, there's probably no fluid in it. You know, no oil under it, no oil in it. Made sense in my mind. And when I went back to look at it the next day, it was still full of fluid. Too much fluid. I got confused. So I'm sitting here like, okay, So it's only leaking under pressure. Okay. Interesting. So, first task of today, I'm going to actually siphon out that extra amount of fluid, drive it around for a little bit, and see if maybe it's not leaking as bad due to a proper amount of fluid. And I plan on let's see, siphon out the extra fluid. If it's still leaking, I'm going to drop the pan, change that gasket, because I know it has been leaking from there, but it's been a minor leak. Very, very small. Just enough to get the bottom of the pan wet. So I'm not too worried about it. However, if I'm going to go through and fix it now, I'm going to fix all of it now. So I'm going to change that out. I'm going to drop the trans, check the main seal. Directly behind the torque converter, there's a seal there. And that is where my father told me is most likely to be leaking if you got fluid coming out around the bell housing. Because there's no gasket around the bell housing. I didn't know that. The bell housing is basically your trans is on this side, your engine is on this side, and in between there's a section that flares up to meet the engine. That's called the bell housing. On some models, it's removable. That doesn't matter. But inside the bell housing is the engine flex plate and the torque converter. So the torque converter is welded shut. That's stock. I didn't know that either. I thought it was two spinning like clamshell. So unless there's something seriously wrong, that's least likely to be the problem. However, I'm going to inspect that and make sure that's working properly. So I'm going to inspect the flex plate. I'm going to inspect the torque converter, inspect the seal, replace the trans pan gasket, because I know that's bad. It's just not seriously bad. I'm going to check the filter in there, because it's got 200 and some odd thousand miles on it. I don't know when it was last touched, so I'm probably just going to replace that outright. Is there a filter on that? There should be. Yeah, there should be a filter on that. So yeah, that's the plan of the day. I'm going to take y'all with me, because, you know, that's just what we do on this channel. I'm going to put you up on the GoPro Hero 2, because I can't afford the Hero 4, or the soon-to-come Hero 5, or GoPro. Stop upgrading. Just give me something to make the mic better. I can probably jury rig something with an external mic on it, because it's got a little microphone port. I can just plug in an external or something. I don't have an extra headset either, and this one's USB, so you have to deal with it. So yeah, that's the plan at this point, and I'll get back to you if that changes. I'm gonna go out there, siphon out that little bit of extra fluid. Actually, it's a lot of extra fluid. It's like up the tube. Like on your normal dipstick, the part where the fluid is supposed to be is at that bottom little section after the little curve. Mine is above that little curve by about 4 or 5 inches. Whoopsie. So I'm going to drain off that extra fluid, put it back into the safe cold zone, and then I'm going to drive it around a little bit and check it again. Get the fluid all the way up to operating temperature, and Well, you guys will see. I'll take y'all with me. So yeah, that's my plan. Keep watching, guys. Hopefully, at the end of the day, I'll have a working car.
What's up, y'all? So-and-so the 16th. Oh, wait, I already did that. What's up, y'all? It's a few hours past the last clip. I'm out in the driveway trying to suction all the trans fluid out because there's no quick drain. The major design flaw there, Chrysler, and pretty much every other automaker. So I'm suctioning all the trans fluid out now. It's not going quick. It's not as quick as I'd like. I have no idea how much is in there. I already got back from the auto parts store with the new gasket and all that. I have a feeling I'm blowing trans fluid all over my engine bay. I'm going to take a different approach here. Let that drain a little bit. And then that can go. Wipe my hands off a bit. So, right now we're using some quick siphon thing I found at AutoZone. Basically, it's a tube with a ball pump thing and another section of tube. I think I'm going to try it a different way now. Hopefully that way will work a little better. For some reason I can't get the flow to establish and be consistent. You can see how dark this fluid is already, even though this is the relatively newer stuff. It's still dark. Dark as hell. Okay. Let's try and get a... Yeah, it's a very minimal amount. I'd say probably about a quart. Okay. Let's get that down there. I should probably put this lid on. So I could just pull the pan and drain it all out right then and there. But I don't want to deal with it, because once you crack the pan, it's going to be a torrent. And I don't want a torrent. I want it all to go exactly where I want it. AKA into the freaking pan. The drain pan. Come on, get down. Of course, you gotta negotiate it all down through the freaking engine compartment. Okay, we'll go to the front now. I'm by no means a pro. Just a guy with some tools trying to save a buck. Ah, that's cold. Now it looks like I'm like bleeding to death. Okay. Should probably take that cap off though. Here, have a nice view. Get out of there. Where's this go? Okay, that's there. Where's my pump ball? There it is. And I'm getting nothing but air. So I came out of the wood and I just kicked open one of them. Well, that's not working either. Not as well as I want it to anyway. Looks like I gotta drop the pan. Really don't want to do that though. Fuck. I know it's not the best place to put it, but that's where we got. Okay. Where'd I put my stick? There's my stick. Okay. Okay. Get the curve down. Take the key out of my pocket so it doesn't keep going off. Holy shit, this thing gets heavy. Okay. Get better leverage on it. This is a 2-ton jack. And these are 2-ton rated. And the car is probably less than half a ton. So I'm really not that worried about it. It just sucks that I can't get better leverage. At least drop it down and get a better angle now. We're on the jack, or the jack stand, rather. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, please don't break. I want it right there. There we go. Okay. Alright, now gently bring it down on top. Gently. That was a little harder than I wanted to, but it'll work. Okay. Tighten the valve back up. Yeah, no, that was probably way too loud for this. Okay. So an important thing to note, whenever you put a car up on jack stands, it's still possible that it'll fall. So, best thing to do is shake it around a bit. That way when you're working, if something lets loose, or rather, if you're working and you shake it around too much, you know it won't fall. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go side to side first, and then we'll go front to back. Side to side feels good. Moved it enough to move the suspension, since we're up on the suspension right now. It's not too stable. Okay, there's a chunk of frame. And I don't feel any movement front to back either. On either side. Alrighty, looks like we're in business. Just took us 18.5 minutes to get here. Alright. Now all my tools are pretty basic. You know, stuff I've found or needed, so I'd buy, or stuff I've been gifted. So, I've got like a bunch of random tools, which might just come in handy. Okay, let's start with ratchet, socket, or extension. I don't remember what size those bolts on that trans are. 10 mil's pretty common. They look bigger than that, so I'm just going to grab the 10. I'm going to grab the 12 as well. Okay, so we got a 10 and a 12. 10's the most common that I've come across on this vehicle, so I'm hoping. And there's a lot more room down here now. Okay. Close but no cigar on the 12, so it's probably like a 13 or a 14. I don't freaking know anymore. Okay. Back out. Rubber 10 mil. As legend foretells, the 10 mil is the most mischievous of the sockets. It likes to run away. Okay, so we'll grab the 13 and the 15 mil now. 20 minutes, 30 seconds. This job should not be taking this freaking long. Just wanted to drain the trans pan. Okay. 14, too big. Stop. 13. Perfect. Okay. This is gonna suck. Okay, let's put you back here. Grab my tools. Where'd they go? There they are. This way. Yeah, okay. Socket. Loosen. I'm gonna get fucking drenched in entire grossness. I can feel it. Okay. Let's put it there. Okay, there's one. This is real time, folks. I could just gouge my wrist open, but I didn't. Jesus, look at it go. Shit. I think that pan seal just let loose. That just went everywhere. Oh, damn. Oh, I'm leaking fluid here too. There's now trans fluid everywhere that I didn't want it. Okay, we'll let that go for a little while. I'm gonna get some stuff to clean up the rest of this shit. Okay, let's see if I can pull those last two bits of the bolt. Okay. I swear a second hand would come. I swear a third hand would really come in handy. Pun not intended. There's the second to last. And last, but in equal length to the rest of them. I was going to say last but not least. That sounds a little cliche though. Good news is I don't think I'm allergic to ATF. Okay. There are now no bolts holding this up. Here we go. Oh, just about dropped it. And it's stuck. It's stuck. Oh shit. What am I gonna do? Bet you that filter element's on this side. And of course, because ATF is glycol. No, it's not. Why did I say that? Well, it's sweet smelling. The bees are out. Coolant. Coolant is glycol. They love coolant. Cats and dogs will eat it too. Don't let them. It'll kill them. Yeah, there's the filter element right there. Some kind of element. Alright. There's something in there. I can't see what. Maybe you guys can. It's definitely not something I want to damage. So I'm being very, very careful around it. Getting the rest of this fluid out. There it goes. Okay, so there's the filter. Alright. The entire ground is covered in trans fluid, but I'll cover that. Okay. Hello. I'm a bit dirty now. Okay. This is the inside of my trans pan. You can see just how dark this fluid actually is. It's definitely not supposed to be that color. But what concerns me the most is this thick sludge layer right here. I don't know what that is. It's everywhere. Where would that be? That would be... That's the rear right. That would be... Ow. So the diagonal's on the rear left. So that would be rear right corner. So that sludge layer would be right here, I think. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. It looks like some kind of pickup. There's something up here too. Oh, that's the dipstick hole right here. Yeah, that's the bottom of my siphon tube. Look at the filter. I don't know how to pull that off. I'm gonna try though. That doesn't look normal. That doesn't look clean. There you go. Okay. So I'm looking in this pan. That little ring is actually, let me get it, a magnet. That's cool. I think it's supposed to be there. And it's just caked with this slimy metal material. There's definitely metal in my pan though. So I think there's definite trans damage. So I'm going to wipe this off, clean out the pan. Put that back where the dripping is. Okay, let's go clean this up. I don't have any degreaser. Gasket that's on this pan is garbage. Yeah, that gasket's fucked. Okay. I do have the new gasket, which is good. Let's put you on my bumper. I got some of it off. I got this edge and this part off. This thing is not going easy. that color. This is all metallic sludge. And now there's bits of gasket in there too, but still. I'm gonna go clean that and come back. Okay guys, well, I just I just cleaned the trans pan, like all the way. See, it's nice and not as bad as it was. And because I was worried about it, I pulled the trans filter. I'm glad I did. It's garbage. So I'm going to run back to the auto parts store, get a trans filter, and swap that out. This thing's fucking garbage. Okay, see y'all in a little while. Alright, beautiful people. I am back from the auto parts store. I took the dogs out, let them walk around for a little bit, and now we are back at the job at hand. I finished cleaning the pan out, got rid of all the extra metal shavings off of the magnet, except for a few little ones. I got all the sludge in that out of these riffles. The only filter they had, unfortunately for me, is the filter with the gasket already in a kit. And my wife bought just the gasket. But because I already opened the box, I can't return it without some shiesty stuff going on there at the store. I'm still going to try because one of the managers already said, I don't care as long as it hasn't been installed yet. I'm like, cool. So I'm going to try and install this one, and hopefully it will work. So here we go. Let's get down underneath this here Jeep Grand Cherokee. Okay, I'm still pretty soaked, and now you guys are probably staring at my nose. Okay, there's one of the screws. Where's the other one? I've lost an important screw. I've lost one of the filter screws. Awesome. It's fucking wonderful. And it's still dripping. It's been a couple hours since I pulled the pan. Although I'm glad I have the transmission that I do. So that's the gasket for my trans, right there. But it comes with a gasket for the other style trans as well. Main difference being there's like a little lobe down there on the side that shouldn't be there, at least not for this model. The reason I'm glad that I don't have that model is in this particular kit, it's broken. It like peeled up. So yeah, that sucks. But not for me. Alright, let's put this bitch in. grease that fucking seal like it recommends doing. I did read the instructions this time. However, instructions don't specify what to do if you don't have all the hardware. I'm assuming it's something along the lines of get more hardware. Okay, this thing fits on. I have no way to know if this is improper, other than sticking my fucking screwdriver up in the hole and lining it up. Okay. What the fuck did I do with that screw? I don't want to leave again to fucking go get it, or go get another one. Starting to fucking get a little nauseous from all the fumes. Cause it fucking reeks down here now. Right there. I found it. We're good. I found it. I moved the fucking cardboard before too and didn't see it. Or maybe I saw it and thought it was the other one. Because that's happened before too. Okay. There we go. That's better. Make sure I get these on there good and tight. Okay, next step. I need to clean the... Here, take a look. I need to clean the mating surfaces of all the old gasket material all the way around. Fun, fun. And you're upside down. Okay. Let's move that out. Put some cardboard down. And this should be more or less a safe place. And a place you'll be able to watch. Okay, I'm gonna go get my scraper. Using a nylon scraper, not the metal one. Do not use metal on the bottom of your trans. You'll fuck it up. Oh yeah, I put that camera in just the right spot. I'm sure you guys have seen quite a few close strips. Let's start on this back edge. So it looks like there's a lot of stuff on there. Alright, a little bit of gasket material stuck around that bolt hole. Filthy. So I went with this first because it's the easiest to get to compared to, oh, I don't know, torque converter or main seal. I'm going from the easiest to get to and probably bad. For instance, that filter that we took off was terrible, and I mean bad. So now we are almost done here, and there's still a lot dripping off this thing. I can't believe it's still dripping as much as it is with how long we've let it sit. I'm just going to wipe all this off of the exhaust so it does not drip down onto my face. You can feel it dripping in my hair, and that's a little too close for comfort. You can see there's already trans fluid on the bottom of the filter, just from it dripping to the top and working its way down. If I was to start this right now, it would probably explode in my face. So pretty sure this is as clean as it's gonna get. Yeah, this is about as clean as it's gonna get without me coming down here with like a power sander and cleaning it the rest of the way. So that's as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Actually, I have no idea what I was saying before I was interrupted. I completely lost my train of thought. Fuck it. Let's throw this thing back together. Okay. Pan. Check. Gasket. Not that one. This one. Check. Inspected. Line up the bolt holes. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Yeah, okay. So it does fit this pan. Good. Did I mention it's good? Still a thick mound of sludge here. I thought I got it all. Hold on. Dechlorinated brake cleaner. A wannabe Mac's favorite, or best friend. Okay. Stick that magnet back on there to catch the contaminants. I did think about putting extra magnets in there. Maybe I shouldn't dust myself off directly down into the pan. Alright, that stuff there. That out of there. Alright, stick it in there. I'm afraid at this point. I truly am. Because if I fuck this up, it's gonna be bad. Really bad. Okay, diagonal side was over there. Magnet was back here. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Nope. Come back to me. Expensive socket. Well, not really expensive, just expensive to go get at the time. I bought that thing when my last car had a blown head. Still does have a blown head. Anybody want a Jeep with a blown head? Fuck it. Thought I heard something. Well, I'm glad I have this thing up on jacks, because this would suck if I had to do it lying flat on my back. Well, I do, but I would have no room. Okay. Put this back around too tight. And then finagle this back in there. Holy shit, I got it first try. Hold that up there and grab a ratchet. Yeah.
Hello?
What's up?
Do you know I'm out of work ready?
Fuck.
What?
No, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm out at 4 today. I tried messaging you, but apparently Facebook is being rude and not sending my messages.
Alright.
So you can always bring that gasket back to return it now too.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'll see you in a little bit.
See you in a bit.
Right, see you.
Okay. Apparently she got out of work at 4. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I got back from picking the wife up. I immediately went down underneath the car and torqued down the rest of those pan bolts. And there is a pan full of junk right there. Yeah, there's definite metal flaking in the fluid. Where? There's the cap. Okay. So I'm going to. I've got a half-used can of ATF that I'm going to put in first. That feels like a lot more than a gallon. Okay. So I'm going to put that in first. It's got about a quart in it. Grab my phone. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's the first quart in. Let's see if she leaks. I'm not seeing anything new. And on top of that, 1 quart's probably not even enough to fill the pan. So let's grab that brand new jug and pour a little more in. I'm going to go quart by quart until I either see a leak or put the dipstick where it needs to be. Okay, let's dip it, or stick it, or whatever the hell we're going to call it. Here's that there dipstick. And it is clean. And I feel like that's an inaccurate measure, because according to this we got it all the way up in the hot zone already with 1 quart. Something tells me that's wrong. So I'm gonna throw another quart in there. Pretty sure this model is supposed to be 4 quarts, or a whole gallon. This jug is 1 whole gallon. There's already a quart in there. So we're going to take this down. Valvoline Max Life. Do I have a blade? Open it with. No, but I got a screwdriver. That'll work. We'll go for a little while. Oh, where we at now? This is very inaccurate. 3.1 units gallon. Whatever. Pour a little more in there. Get it down to the quart mark. A little more. What is that? Cap that so we don't tip it over. Re-dip it. What's going on? Always fun. Food is nice. So this is interesting. This guy's saying 7 quarts. I'll look around some more. Okay, add 4 quarts, run through the gears, add 4 more till full. Coolant. ATF plus 4, 3.5 quarts. Seeing 3 quarts, 2.5. We should be at 2 quarts now. So I'm going to add another one and see what happens. No new fluid on the ground, that's a good sign. Let's add another quart, I guess. Okay, that is the third quart. I'm seeing a bunch of different answers all over the internet. I don't have the manual, so I can't check that. I'm seeing 2 quarts, I'm seeing 3 quarts, I'm seeing 7, 2.5, 3.5. So I'm gonna go to the dipstick reads good. I'm going to take it off the jacks, take it for a quick little spin, just around the park. No. I'm going to add the 4th quart, and then I'm going to go do that. Worst case scenario, we pump a quart out. Or half a quart out. By the way, I want to get the transmission up to temp. I want to see what it's like in the hot zone. Okay. So that should be 1 gallon of fluid. My wife's gonna kill me when she sees this towel. Alright. Dry off everything up here. Just get rid of the trans fluid. Okay. It's been sitting for a minute, so do not overfill. Can't imagine why. This reads the back. We've been sitting high front for quite a while. That should be just about right. Okay. Put that in there. Pick up all my tools. Alright, so let's get this thing off the jacks. Okay, that's one side. Spin around and do the other. Ow. My jack fucked up. Side 2. Okay. Now comes the part where I don't want to be on this. Alright. That's a good sign. Okay, she's off the jacks. Okay. Now, let's clean up our tools. So we do have a lot out.
We're about a couple miles away from the house now, and you can see this is where we stopped last time I checked it, and this is what we look like now. We are entirely dry, ladies and gentlemen. So the pan seal works so far. I'm going back up to AutoZone now to get stuff for engine oil change and to drop off the bad trans oil. So yeah, that's the plan at this point. Also, the GoPro ran out of battery, so that sucks. No, it ran out of space, not battery. So yeah, that's how much we recorded so far. Obviously, I'll edit that down to about half an hour, 45 minutes for the entire vlog. And tomorrow, we get to learn how to change our oil. So yeah, that's the plan thus far. I'm not smelling any burning trans fluid other than residual. I sprayed as much of it off with brake cleaner as I could. So yeah, let's keep on going and pray everything holds. Bye-bye. I just got back from AutoZone. I dropped off the waste oil, and I was meaning to grab engine oil for the actual engine oil change that it is 6,000 miles over on. No, it's only about, I don't know why I said that, it's 6,000 mile oil, so it's a little over 1,000 miles over. I'm going to pick that up tomorrow. I'm going to wash the underside of the car and the engine bay and all that, and you can see wifey right there. Hello. I'm gonna wash inside the engine bay and below the car after everything tomorrow, and then hopefully at the end of the day I'll have a somewhat functional, almost not leaking car. Well, Saul, why do you say almost not leaking? Well, interesting you ask. So I replaced the pan gasket, and I thought that was our main problem, but it's not. We still have a minor leak somewhere coming out of the bell housing. I'm going to assume at this point that it's the torque converter seal shaft thing. The main seal between the torque converter and the transmission, where power is put into the transmission, and then it goes into like some weird pump housing thing, and then it goes elsewhere, and it's a nightmare to think of in my head. Who knows, maybe I'll put a nice little speck of the inside of a trans. But other than that, that's the end of today's vlog. I have a little over 2 hours of footage to edit, and it's already 7:30 at night, so hopefully I get this out tonight. If not, it'll go out tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow's vlog will go out tomorrow night, and then we'll go back to our Minecraft vlog scenario that we always that I started doing and now I'm not doing because this takes precedence over gaming. And I've been working on that damn near all day.
Taking me to work.
Yeah. So yeah, fun. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And I still don't have a script for this, so I'm probably going to ramble it a few times. Have a good day, y'all.